Hello, welcome. My name is Shrew. This is day 64 of my day trading journey. So today I did take a trade, but I'm gonna go over what I learned first. So I basically learned how to use standard deviation and what is it called? The you know the AMD. So accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution alongside what is it called? Standard deviation. So if you go back to my other video, you can see AMD is basically just right here. We have accumulation, and then we have manipulation to the upside right here. So I'm like just going over like a mark, like just it's not like super accurate. Uh, what is it called? Range right here. So basically, this range we have the accumulation, and then the manipulation right here, and then as you can see, that's the distribution. But basically, how he uses this is he'll use the standard deviation. So if I go from the high to uh, if I go from the high right here to the low right here, you basically use the standard deviation to what is it called? Uh, target. What is it called? To use as a target for taking trades, pretty much. So as you can see right here, if we go and look right here, we have the second deviation in the 2.5, which is like most likely gonna get hit. And if it closes below the negative 2.5 and goes down to -4, then it's most likely going to continue to the downside. And if it continues after that, then it is what it is. But basically, he also uses the box setup, right? So the box setup is basically marking the deviation from the what's called the range right here. So as you can see, we get out of the range right here, and then using that as an entry pretty much. So enter right here off of the deviation right here with the stop above this, and then targeting the second deviation right here. So this would be the trade pretty much. As you can see, and he uses the box setup like as the answer right here. So as you see, the accumulation right here, the what is called move outside of the accumulation right here, as you can see, as the box setup. And so today I did take a trade on BTC USD, right? And it did hit take profit. So if I go over here, I'll show you the current P&L. So my win rate is basically 50% right now. As you can see, I've won two of my trade, lost two. And what I learned, if you look at these trades right here, you can see that my wins and losses, they don't all add up to the same like 20. Because I have the $1,000 demo account, right? And I'm only taking 2%. So each trade, I should be losing 20 or gaining 20. As you can see, I lost 13 and gained 9 right here. And this one was a normal trade. And so basically, I learned to never get out of a trade early. This trade, the $9 trade, was just me messing up the lot size, but this $13 trade could have been what's called an actual win. So if I go show you on the chart right here, if I can find it again, it was right here. As you see, my stop loss was above right here, and I entered right here. And as you can see, I never would have got stopped out, and I would have hit take profit right here. So the trade could have been successful, but I got too scared. I got too emotional and got out right here. I bought back because I didn't think that price was gonna keep going down, and I thought that what is it called? And I thought that I was gonna get stopped out and got scared and just got out. So I'm not gonna do that again. I learned to just take a loss. If it hits stop loss, that means I was just wrong and learn from that. And if it hits take profit, then that's good. So I'm just never gonna get out of I'm never gonna get out of a trade after I take it and just let it roll. And so basically the trade I'll take today was pretty simple. So I went on the daily 4 hour, daily 4 hour, 1 hour. The bias was basically bearish, right? As you can see, everything is just bearish. So I dropped down to the 5 minute right here, and then I look for a high. Let me clean this up a little bit. So I look for a high, right? So we had these highs right here, all of these highs. I wasn't targeting these highs right here. I didn't think they were gonna get hit, and they didn't. So I targeted this, and as you can see, we sweep this high right here. And after we swept it, we have some movement to the downside, and there's this fair value gap right here that's formed right away. And so I entered off of that like pretty much immediately after I saw this big candle. Like the candle was all the way dipping down, like all the way right here. So it was like a huge bearish signal, I guess. So I took the trade off of that. And if I didn't take the trade, I could have taken it using this also right here. As you can see right here. You also get another fair value up. But this was the more optimal entry I entered right here. As you can see. Uh, and then I used standard deviation, right? So as you can see, from the second all the way, or no, from the high to the low right here, I used standard deviation. And I basically was targeting the first and second standard right here, as you can see, using this low as my take profit. So let me just mark that out. And I also, when I was using the fair value gap, this is what I usually do now. So if I go right here and mark out fair value gap when I'm entering, if it lines up properly, as you can see, we head into the fair value gap and we close below the 50%, the half mark pretty much, the consequent encroachment, then I'll enter off of that. But if it goes up, closes above up here, then I will not be entering off that. One thing that I didn't do in this trade was use equilibrium though. So you can see we did not hit equilibrium. Uh, was, and I didn't even think of using it. I just used this trade entry, but that's besides the point, right? So targeting the first and second deviation right here using this, what is called low. And then basically the trade entered right here, boom, stop loss above right here, and then take profit right below this. So it was a 1 to 2 trade pretty much, and as you see, it just got hit at a very, it's very late too. So it was like a really long trade. Couldn't take a trade today, like earlier. So I had to take it pretty late, but I still took it, take profit, and it is what it is. So that's basically it for today. Thank you for watching.